Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dum. Good morning.
Good morning. Welcome to
Good
our
morning.
100-day countdown to the election. Some places I think have already begun early voting, but we have a lot to get through between now and then.
Oh, yeah.
For us, we have our holy days, Rosh Hashanah,
The heavy
Days
days.
of Awe,
The heavy days.
Yom Kippur. We have October 7th that we don't know how we're going to get through this year.
Oh,
It'll be a dark day,
yeah.
certainly for what happened on that day, but also for what's happened since that day.
Yeah.
And then we'll have this election, the most important election of our days. And it says here, we've been using this Mesilat Yesharim, this book by Moshe Chaim Luzzatto, that is based on a Talmudic passage that gives us the paths to becoming saintly or becoming the best people we can be. And we've been through watchfulness, we've been through zeal or eagerness to do the right thing.
Cleanliness.
And we've been through cleanliness.
I had an understanding about cleanliness.
Oh, good.
Just this morning.
Yeah.
I was writing about this book when I put together this book that we're also using Vigil.
Mm-hmm.
I wrote it to cleanse myself because
after October 7th.
Yeah, from watching the world happen on the news.
Right.
And that's how I connected it. I said, oh yeah, cleanliness. I wrote to purge myself.
Cleanliness,
the poison I felt in
so
an
interesting.
interior well. You gotta go inside before you go outside, right, Susie?
That's what Buckminster Fuller said. And I had a very similar thought this morning, and that is that the inner cleanliness is spirituality. It is feeling good about really trying to do and think and the right thing, so that it leads to practice, that it leads to, in those moments that you don't really prepare for, that your response is a holy response, the kind of response you can be proud of. It doesn't always happen that way because we haven't done our inner work. Right. And so I like to finish this chapter on cleanliness.
Okay.
Because the next one is, well, it's translated as abstinence, but it's not really. I mean, it's not in the sense that we think of abstinence. It's
separating
holding
yourself.
Right, to separate yourself. It's so far we've been thinking about what we have to do to be righteous people.
Separate yourself from pollutants.
Exactly what we have to separate ourselves, what we don't do
Yeah.
to be on that path to saintliness, right? What do we not do? We don't gossip. We don't jump to conclusions. We don't think we know when we don't, right? About someone else. The sin of certainty, right? That fits so well into this. This is not what you do. This is what you set yourself away from to be in relation to being the best people we can be.
Yeah.
And so we end the chapter of cleanliness with this notion of spiritual cleanliness, which is what you were talking about. This notion of all the things that get in the way, and he continues to say that learning, it's all about learning. It's all about study.
Yeah.
It's taking time to learn more.
Yeah.
All the time, because learning leads to better practice. It humbles you. Study is the best way to become more humble.
Mm-hmm. So, I'm going to read a piece from toward the beginning of the book. This is a heavy piece. I take it from the song that we sing on Friday night.
Shalom Aleichem.
Shalom Aleichem. Well, the operative part of speech is toward peace, toward peace. Bless toward peace. Leave toward peace, moving toward.
Not in.
The operative part of speech in this blessing is li. Preposition to, toward peace. Not be, sitting in peace. We are moving toward, yearning, longing. This is our posture. Yearning, longing. We are longing, aching, yearning for peace. Peace of the near and peace of the far. Inconsequential, you might have thought, preposition le. These modest parts of speech, to, toward, moving toward. Be a preposition for a while. Be a conjunction. Be and. Be a diacritical point, a nakuda. Be a nakuda, a dot. Be a point of consciousness. Now locate the dot of consciousness within. Be within for a while.
Yeah.
Now be nothing. An empty vessel for God. The source for that is the Sfat Emet on Sukkot.
I love that.
It's a good one.
You know, that's another wonderful aspiration that we have right now, and that is the aspiration that we are going toward the full moon of Sukkot. No matter what happens now on Rosh Hashanah or Yom Kippur, October 7th, or any of these days, we have what to look forward to on the full moon of Sukkot.
Yeah.
I think we're going to have a sukkah this year.
Good.
I think we're going to have to.
Beautiful.
To figure it out.
Get the max over here.
Yeah, we're going to need a sukkah this year. A sukkah shalom. A beautiful sukkah. We're going to need a sukkah this year, I think.
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, have a great day. We're in this countdown to the election. Intentional. Trying to be intentional every day. I do want to say, can I say one more?
Oh, of course.
Really? I was out last night and came home to the news that Marcellus Williams was executed. Here's a man who, I don't know whether he was guilty or not. I don't know, but I do know that the prosecutor and the family of the woman that he was found guilty of killing terribly, that both the prosecutor and her family asked for clemency for him. And every clergy person I know, so many people asked for clemency for him. He became a Muslim. He became a holy man. If you read some of his writings, something happened to him and he became a different person. And many people believe that he was innocent because the evidence wasn't clear. But regardless, he became a different person in prison, and he really served the people in prison as an imam.
I'll tell you something.
And it's tragic.
I spent a lot of time in prison.
I know you did.
And change happens in prison.
Happens.
People take inwardliness extremely seriously inside.
I read something that he wrote about Allah's will and accepting whatever it was that would be Allah's will. And it just really touched me that we couldn't save this man. We couldn't save this man. And I think it was the powers of evil in our own government here in Missouri and on the Supreme Court of the United States of America that wouldn't grant this man even life in prison, but that we felt that we could take his life is wrong. I think it's wrong, and it's a blot, it's a stain on all of us, I think, that we lost him. So may his memory and may the teachings of his life be a blessing.
Okie dokie.
And we'll be back tomorrow.
Yeah.
We're back tomorrow. Have a good day.